Okay, guys, let's go with Zach Osterman with the first question, and then we can start lining up in the chat room, okay? Go ahead, Zach.
I guess, Rob, Coach talked Wednesday night after the game just about how he's been encouraging you, to just stay aggressive, especially with the ball, driving the ball. Don't worry if maybe a shot doesn't go in, this or that. Don't let those small things affect you. And, just kind of keep being aggressive offensively, keep obviously being tough defensively. Do you feel like that's something that can almost extend to this team, especially after a performance like Minnesota where you're so good offensively as a group, to just say, hey, let's just play through these mistakes, but let's always worry first about just always kind of staying on the front foot?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like even past games when I got in foul trouble, I feel like getting those 2 fouls and then coming back in is really like limiting my aggressiveness on defense and offense. So just him encouraging me, and then like you said, it can really be a team effort. We encourage each other once things don't go our way.
Alex.
Rob, obviously that loss a couple of games ago to Illinois was a tough one at home, but then you guys have come back and won 3 of your last 4. I guess, how do you explain just kind of the turnaround in the last 4 games, and what do you think maybe has been the most important thing for you guys to kind of just maintain your composure and stick at it, when some of these losses have piled up earlier in the season?
Really just experience. I know we've been in a lot of close games down the stretch, so just being in those situations really helped us now. And I feel like the leadership too, me, Al, Race, Trace, Armand, all of them really just kept our young guys, and our young guys have really came in and contributed too. So it's really been a team effort.
Dustin.
Just Rob, just to go back to Archie's comments about you the other night. I mean, one thing he said was that he thinks you're somebody who thinks a lot about the game. You can worry about making sure that you're doing the right thing, and that can basically make you passive. I mean, I guess my question is, number one, do you agree with that assessment? Where do you think that's come from? Is that something you've ever dealt with as a player before? And what did it mean to you for him to say, "Hey, I don't care if you go 0 for 10, just keep going"?
Oh, for sure. I feel like, yeah, to a certain extent, that's pretty true. I watch a lot of film, so I feel like just thinking about the other team, just what they're doing on offense, just reading what they're doing on defense. So I feel like I just need to. He told me the other day, just go out there and play free and play my game. So I feel like I did that.
Mike.
Yeah, Rob, in the last 4 games, you guys have had some of your best stretches of basketball, I would say. The second half against Minnesota and also second halves against Iowa and Northwestern. Do you think you guys are finding something here? Is something starting to click with this team?
Oh yeah, for sure. You can see it in practice. Just guys coming in every day ready to work, and really just not getting down on ourselves if we lose a game. So we know it's the end of the season. We just have to stay with it and keep moving forward, because the beginning of the season we had a lot of high hopes for the season. So we know if we want to get those done, we have to lock in right now.
Caleb.
Obviously, this season has been really difficult with COVID, you guys not being able to go out and having to be really careful to stay healthy throughout the season. What has it been like for you guys off the court, just like having to deal with it more, just your guys' interactions having to be with each other almost 24/7 this season?
Really, it really just bonded everybody. Everybody's super close this year just because we can't really go out. So, after games, we're hanging out and just really doing things together, even going out to eat. Just doing things that pretty much just following the protocols of everything.
Kevin.
Yeah, Rob, Michigan State traditionally under Tom Izzo has been a physical program. How much do you view this as kind of a test to your guys' physicality? I know that's been kind of up and down over the last, couple of weeks.
For sure. I know versus Ohio State and Minnesota, we didn't rebound as well as we should have, but we know coming in Saturday, that's what Michigan State's bread and butter. Them crashing the glass and them just getting out in transition. So I feel like if we limit those two, we should have a good chance of winning.
Last 2 questions, Dustin, then Alex.
Rob, obviously in the last game, one thing you were really effective at was taking the ball to the rim, basically just attacking off the dribble and going that way. That's something you were always good at, certainly as a high school player. It seems like it's something that you've been a little bit more not passive about, but maybe a little bit hesitant on. Is that something in particular that you're trying to push down the stretch? Is again taking more opportunities to attack off the bounce?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like it opens up things for my game. So it's going on is shooting shots, and then opens up things for the bigs too, and even Alan Armand on the wings hitting threes. So I feel like me just getting downhill in the paint really opens things up for everybody.
Alex.
Rob, turnovers have been something that times you guys have done really well with in terms of taking care of the ball. And then last game you score 82 against Minnesota, and you, despite having 17 turnovers, is there anything you can, like you said, you watch a lot of film. Is there anything you can point to as reasons why maybe you guys are having some of these high turnover games, and what I guess how important is that going into tomorrow with given I know Michigan State turns it over. It seems like a game where if you guys could win the turnover battle, it would be a pretty big deal in the game tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like a lot of things. There are a lot of little things. I mean, I know Al stepped on the line. I threw one to try to throw it past Armand, and then there's a lot of simple things. I feel like if we just execute, we screen well, and just take care of the ball and lock in what coach is saying, I feel like we won't turn the ball over.
All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Rob.